Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. I'm Paper Mario Guy, and in the last episode we did some reconnaissance work like we normally do at the beginning of chapters, and we found out some very vital information and stole some blueprints pretty early on, and that really allowed us to get a nice head start on things, and we have quite a bit to do, so that's going to be very helpful. So now that we're, going to start getting into the meat of things, let's look at our Binocucom and see. We have a friend in need and spice in the sky. And, I know exactly what spice in the sky is, so we're going to actually go over and do a friend in need first and see what that's all about. Now, something that I haven't mentioned throughout the entire project, and it kind of annoys me because I actually like the names of these bad guys quite a bit. I personally know these because of the Sly Wikipedia page, or the Sly Wiki, but the enemies, each like boss has their own guys, and I just wanted to say, you have merciless. All right, there's three types of enemies in this game. There's weak, medium, and hard, and we've been over that, and we've seen them, but kind of saying what their names are. As you can see, this guy right here, who's walking towards us, he's actually a gruff geese, and he's a middle range close fighting enemy. And then the rugged rams, which is back there by the tree, is also medium, but he calls more people. Then you'll see there's those like cobra-like enemies from Rajan's, but they're in Canada. Those are called merciless moles. And then my personal favorite are the mean moose, which you can see down there. So every enemy has alliteration, and I don't know. I just figured I'd comment on that because I can't believe that I haven't.
Sly, it's awful. I can't believe it.
Slow down, Bentley. What happened?
Murray, he went out looking for a snack and got captured by Inspector Fox.
Carmelita? She's here? Don't worry, Bentley. I know how to handle her.
But I don't know where she's locked up, Murray. I'm used to having all the bags.
Calm down. Carmelita's not cruel like the Contessa. I'll follow her without being seen. She's bound to check on Murray sooner or later.
Okay, that's a good plan. Just don't get caught too. I don't want to be alone again.
Alright, so Bentley's freaking out, but it's really not that big of a deal. And actually, I mean, although you have to, I'm pretty sure you have to trail them. I know exactly where Murray's located. This is where, like, knowing things in perspective of the mountain, or, just those key 4 points that I talked about. Murray's over by cabin 3. I would say this one's cabin 1, the middle cabin is cabin 2, and cabin 3 is the one on the right side of the mountain, if you're facing from the, headquarters over there. So it's good to know, where things are, but Murray's over in that direction. And this can actually be a little bit of an annoying mission. Stay close. Carmelita's gonna take out any and all bad guys with a shock pistol, so you really don't have to worry about that. And then if you really want to, you can come over here and collect some of the coins, but but don't get too close because she'll just stop and spin around randomly, and you don't want to get caught in her light because then you have to run away, and that's just really annoying. And I don't know if I've ever necessarily been caught, so I don't know if you have to like restart, but you might have to. But I've kind of already discussed why I particularly enjoy Jean Bison's area. It's just very stylized with a great little track accompanying it in the background. Which I think Sly Cooper really, does well. They don't have the best tracks in the world, by any means, and they're not necessarily long, but they're very fitting to the area, and I think that means more than anything. Sly is a very stylized game, focusing heavily on setting, for a lot of its maneuvering and its platforming, so, to go with the style is a really nice touch. But to kind of get away from that, because we have a little bit of, time ahead of us, recently I decided to finally sit down and make a top 10 list of, my favorite games. And I'm not going to release, all of them because I might want to do something on my second channel with them or something. But but this top 10 list is different from the ones that I've done in the past, in the sense that it is you cannot have a series repeat, because otherwise, then it would be really easy to make my top 10. And Sly 2 Bandit Thieves actually wound up clocking in for number 5 for me, and I kind of wanted to just discuss why.
Hey, criminal, you doing okay in there? I know it's tight, but you won't get shocked if you hold still.
I'm okay. And thanks for that bag of jelly beans. I was starving.
Won't be long now. Once I bust the other members of your gang, we'll get out of here.
I'm grateful for the jelly beans and all, but aren't you on the outs with Interpol right now?
I'm an honest cop. Busting the Cooper gang will prove my innocence and show everyone that Constable Neela set me up.
You mean Captain Neela? I hear she got promoted.
Whatever. Just sit tight. I'm going to look for your pals.
Murray, I've come to break you out.
Fat chance. This thing is triple padlocked and Inspector Fox is carrying all the keys.
Come on, buddy. You know I'm an expert at pickpocketing.
She's tough, Sly. If you manage to get a key, you'd better run for it. Carmelita's sure to notice and chase after you.
Leave her to me.
Okay, so I don't know why I feel like there was just some slowdown, and I don't know why there's a gruff geese literally right next to me as I went out, but it's not a big deal, I guess. Just wait for Carmelita to, kill everybody, apparently. Carmelita's just badass. She doesn't care. Her shock pistol will decimate anyone and everyone. But there's the first key, and she's immediately going to turn around, and you have to haul some major ass. And she's going to lead you on a bit of a chase, and getting caught by this train really wasn't very convenient, but it's not a big deal. She'll only humor you for a little bit in your chase, and then you'll be good. And if you hop up onto the train tracks, it's hard for her to get around. I think she just got hit by a train. Or, I don't know, maybe she might have. I'm not sure. But anyway.
You can't run forever, coward.
Yeah, I may not be able to run forever, but I can certainly run enough until you get bored. So, one of the things that really, went into me deciding, where Sly 2 went in my, favorite games. And I'm not going to, name my other games. But, oh, wow, she just got hit by the train again. How do you do that? What are you, Hancock or something? What the hell? Now she's, glitching out. Oh, don't tell me she, super glitched out. That would really suck. Awesome! Wait.
What just... Cooper?
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought I was actually going to get really lucky and she was just going to glitch and I was going to be able to, stay and just keep on pickpocketing her, but no, unfortunately, I'm not that lucky. Oh, but I'm very unlucky, actually, because I attracted some unwanted guests. And I believe, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you get shot with the shock pistol,
Justice will find
you won't lose the mission, but, you'll get paralyzed, and it does, a lot of damage. So try not to. But anyway, what I was getting at with, my whole thing about Sly is I've just, my decision to put it in my top 5 games of all time, was really made because I looked at, what really... I mean, obviously, I looked at what... Oh, no. Ooh, see how much damage that does? You do not want to get hit with that. Really, kind of what I looked at is, I mean, obviously, there's gameplay and all... There's obviously things that you have to look at when you're thinking about your favorite game. And, I mean, I obviously know, generally what my favorite games are. And, where they go. But the reason I placed it at number 5, is mainly because I feel that Sly 2 more so than the other two Sly games, have like a crazy. It has just a crazy amount of charm to it, and I think charm really has become one of these things that I look for a lot more in video games now, than I used to. And I say that because, you know, I'm starting to appreciate, you know, little things that games do that really set themselves apart from, you know, other games. And I think Sly's use of setting is really, like, probably the biggest part of its charm. I mean, the voice acting and the chemistry between the team and all that stuff is really, you know, up there. I won't, you know, say that it's not. But its use of setting is just almost, you know, it's second to none. I really can't think of a game that, you know, really bases itself so heavily on its environments as you know, Sly 2 does. And I think there's definitely some credit that needs to be, you know, given because of that. And I don't know, the charm of the areas, how well they're put together, and how fluently and realistically, you know, you can traverse the areas, I think really just make it so, I don't know, so good. You know, with the rock climbing as a way to, you know, to ascend and, you know, climbing up telephone poles, it's just awesome.
Thanks, pal. I was getting a Charlie horse standing in that box.
My pleasure. You know how I love to mess around with Carmelita.
Yeah, that's weird. See you back at the safe house.
I don't know why, but he just said that so, like, I don't know, so funny. That was so funny. That's weird. I don't know, I feel like that's, like, how my friends would respond to something that I would say. I don't know. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the episode is, you know, about to come to a close. But I figured that was one of the... I figured I should explain kind of what makes me love Sly 2 so much. And especially because we're in my favorite area of the game, I figured this is as good of a time as to ever, you know, to kind of explain what exactly makes me love it so much. And, you know, setting and just its charm is... it's undeniable, and, you know, it's so hard to replicate. Oh, only a small nugget? Oh, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger than that. Whatever. Not a big deal. But that just about does it for part 2 of episode 6. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time.